I know it may seem like I am whispering, but I am trying not to wake my kids up, so bear with me. But I was just laying up here and I was talking to God, and I was just having those intimate moments, and it was crazy because like the last week of my life has been, it's been a week. It's been a week, and I am not gonna cry, so I'm really trying to like pull it all together before I just, but it's been a week for me. It has been very tough. And not really having anybody to like express that to and talk to. Sometimes it's kind of hard because like you hold it all in. But I've been dealing with some things, trying to get some things in order. And a lot of times you try not to focus on what you're going through. You try not to like complain. And I'm not complaining about anything. But it's crazy because like you make yourself so available to people, and you give so much to people, and it's just like when you really need people the most, I really need somebody the most, it's like nobody's really around, nobody's there to help out. And I think sometimes I place expectations on people that I shouldn't, but at the same time it's just like some of the responses I received this week is like it was like a big slap in the face, and I ain't gonna lie, it kind of hurt. And I ain't gonna, it hurt, I'm saying? It hurts to get certain responses from certain people, but I'm learning more and more. Sometimes God allows those things, and sometimes God, allows you to experience things so you'll know not to place your hope and your expectations in the people, but to always come back to Him. And I kind of fallen short of that, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I've gotten to the place where sometimes, I don't talk to God first, which I should, which I don't all the time. Sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes I don't allow my pride to get in the way, and I'm like, oh, I got this. And so, I don't share it with God. I won't talk to God about it. And then when things happen, then here I am, what I'm saying, having to run back to God. So I'm definitely going to get better at that. But it's just like I felt like, God was telling me, stop placing your expectations in people, stop putting so many expectations on people. Allow people to do what's best for them, and you do what's best for you. And stop feeling like, or stop making it so hard for you to do what's best for you in your situation. Stop making it so hard for you to do what's best for you in your situation, because I know the things that, I want to accomplish. I know my end goal, or at least I pray for my end goal. But a lot of the times, certain things don't really line up with that. And it's like it leaves you in a place where it's like you don't really understand. And it's like it's hard to trust God. And so that's why sometimes, you try to make a way for yourself. But it's like the conviction of it now is just like stop placing your expectations in people. Stop placing your expectations in circumstances to work out how you want them to work out, how you expect them to work out. But to literally put your trust in God, to place your hopes in God, stop, I don't know, stop looking to people, stop idolizing people, because at the end of the day, people gonna fail you. But one thing God won't do is fail you. And so I'm just learning more and more, to trust more in God. And I guess this is a season of my life where I'm having to trust God more. And it's hard, so doggone hard. Because it's just like a lot of things are like just falling apart for me. But at the end of the day, I know that, things fall apart. And they, God, it's giving God an opportunity to build back up. So I'm just waiting on that part, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also learning the lessons along the way. I'm learning what I need to be learning along the way, and I'm allowing God to do what He needs to do. But, it's going to take me to delight more in God. Delight myself in the Lord, and God will give you the desires of your heart. God will give you the love you need. God will give you the expectations that you need, or God will give you the things, or He will exceed your expectations. God will give you the peace you need in the midst of the storm. God will give you the grace you need to go through the situation. God will give you purpose. God will give you every single thing that you need. You just gotta learn to trust in Him. You gotta stop trusting in people. Stop trusting in everybody to give you the things that only God can give you. And so it's like me taking the weight of how I feel off of people and taking the weight of my circumstances off of thinking that people are going to show up when I need them to show up. That's not where I want to be. I just want God to show up for me whenever He feels the need to show up for me and show up on time because He always has perfect timing. So just take your expectations off people, take your expectations off of just stop idolizing people. Stop allowing yourself to expect so much from people and expect things that only God can do. Only God can fulfill your needs. Only God can fulfill your desires. Only God can fulfill your heart and your life. So that's pretty much like the lesson I'm learning now is stop expecting people to show up when you want them or need them to show up and trust in God. Trust in God for His provisions. Trust in God to make a way for you. Trust in God to do the things that only He can do and that you need Him to do.